Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. And for today's video, we're going to learn on how to install C++ with VSCode. So let's start. For our requirements, we'll be needing VSCode for this demo. Head over to your browser and download the VSCode by typing code.visualstudio.com. Once you're in this section, select the stable build, which is from this section here. Alright, once done, click the Open File. Then, let's select I accept the agreement, hit Next. Then from here, hit Next. Also, hit Next. Then, much prefer to select everything from here by checking this one here, this one, and that one. Alright, then hit Next. Install. Alright, once done, click Finish. And there you go. To install C++, head over to the documentation. And from here, select Docs. Under Docs, select C++. Then select GC on Windows. Okay, so from here, let's follow everything from this prerequisite. So let's start. So from here, let us examine our prerequisite. On the first section here, we already installed our VSCode. Next, we are required to install this C++ extension. But for this demo, I'm going to skip this for now and head over to this next step by installing this MingW. Now to install MingW, head over to this selection here, then select this direct link to the installer. Alright, so MSys2, or this is the compiler, so we're going to need that for our VSCode. So let's wait from here. Alright, so let's click the file. Okay, so if you're in this Windows, just follow along. So first, we need to hit Next, then Next. And from here, just hit Next. Alright, so once done, click Finish. From here, you may see a Windows, or this looks like a command prompt. But if you fail to see this one or accidentally close this window, you can simply search that or search on this section here and look for this MCs tool UCRT. Okay, so even though they're still the same. Okay, next. So from here, let's head back to our documentation. Now we already followed these instructions. So take note, it requires 64-bit. So make sure your Windows supports 64-bit. Now, from this section, after we set or click the finish, so we're going to execute this next command line. So let's copy that and paste and hit enter. So by default, we're going to press enter, and then from here, just type Y. All right, once done, let's proceed to the next step. Okay, so we're already done on this part here, and this one. So now we're going to restart the path by typing this section from the environment. So let's copy this or simply type this environment, or by simply typing edit environment variables. Okay, so it will take you to this window. Now take note, you need to copy this path as this was the path that we registered or set earlier. So let's copy that. Okay, so from here, you need to be in this section, this user variables. Just select the path and click edit. Now from here, okay, so from here, just click new, then paste this path, then hit OK, and then click OK, and we're done. All right, so let's move now to the next step. So from here, since we're already done in this section, we're going to test now or check our link W. Now it advised to open a command prompt. So from here, click the command prompt. From our command prompt, let's copy those code line. But first, we need to check the GDC version and hit enter. There you go. Okay, so that works. Next, let's copy this G++. Okay, so that also works. And the last one, we need to select this GDB. And that works as well. So from here, it only shows that everything from our setup is working. So let's proceed now on the next step. So let's minimize this one. Now for our next step, we're going to create a test hello world. Now notice here, so we're going to follow this basic step. So but first we need to create these projects. All right, so this is our main project. So now, next, inside our project, we need to create another folder named Hello World. Let's copy that. All right. Now from here, So this only shows that we need to open a Hello World folder. Now this code here means that we're going to open that with VSCode. Now for that to work, just simply right click this one and then open with code. All right. And then just select this. Yes, I trust the authors. And there you go. So next. So for now, we don't have this thing here, the task JSON and the other section here. Now for that to show, we need to create first our file. So simply copy this hello world.ccp. That stands for the file or the program for C++. And then from here, just click this new file and paste this hello world.ccp. All right. Okay. So from here, okay. So we need to copy this code line. And there you go. Okay. So a while ago, so notice this pop-up here. It requires if we want an extension. Now earlier, I mentioned that we skip this extension part. So if you head back to our first installation, so this one, better to install this one as this one's serve as a snippet or a corrections whenever you type or make a C++ file. So this will be a big help in developing process. So let's install this extension first. Now you can either click this one here or simply close this one and click this extension. Then look for C++. Okay, just select the first one. Then click install. So while waiting, you can read everything from this prerequisite. So just make sure that you have the compiler. So that's the one that we installed earlier. So these are the things that requires for this one. So this serves as an intelligence mode. So which means that it will auto detect the every code line that represents as part of C++. So you can read all those features from this section. This will help you improve your C++ development. All right, so once done, okay, so we can close this now. Then click this Explorer, and we're back to our Hello World CPP. Now to test our Hello World, just simply select this button here, then click Run C/C++ file. Now, do be very careful since in this case we have two compilers as displayed in this section. So either you can select either of this one here, but if you encounter some error, you can select the other one. Now later, I'm going to show you how to do it. So but for now, just click this, which one is workable. So I'll be going to select this second one. Okay, so as default, it will run to the debug console. So we're going to select this terminal and notice here. Okay, so notice here, it shows the hello world from VSCode and C++ extension. So this means that this one is working. Okay, so that's the test output for our hello world. Now, to test the other one, so we're going to delete this section here, this one, for us to compare the difference if you're going to select the other compiler. Okay, so let's say I'm going to close this one and I'm going to reopen this one. Okay, so imagine that this is our first time to run this code. And okay, so from here, we're going to rerun this code. So notice here, I already removed this the task.json. So let's rerun that code. This time, I'm going to select the first one, the first compiler, which is the gcc.exe. Okay, so if you encounter like this one, usually these are the common errors with VSCode. Okay, so how to fix this one? Now, probably because the compiler is not compatible with this one. So what usually I do is I'm going to delete this PS code here, okay? Because right now these records the format that we're or the compiler that we're using. Now let's delete this one, okay? And then let's try to recompile this once more. Okay, since we already know that this first sections does not work, we can simply select the other one which is available. It depends on what information displays in this section. So if you encounter like this one, on my case, I have two. So you need to explore which one here is working. So make sure that these are like this one, the C/C++ and this first two, three sections displayed. Now, since I know that the first section is not working, so I'm going to select on the next one. Notice here, it will create the VS Code once more. And then, so you will notice that there's a bunch of code here displayed. So since we are in debug console, let's proceed on the terminal. And there you go. So this is working. So that's one of the few things that I noticed when running with this VS Code with C++. All right. So that's it, guys. If you learned something from this video, feel free to comment and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about C++, just comment down below as I'm planning to make a C++ tutorial series. Once again, if you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And see you guys on the next video series. Cheers!